Hey, what's going on, guys? Lag here, and thank you for joining me today for a Nioh 2 build video. Alright, guys, so starting off, I'm using the Switchglaive and the Switchglaive and the Splitstaff today in a build together. And starting off, this is my clan I'm in. I decided to use the Hunter clan for this particular setup for the help of active skill damage and damage mitigation on the first hit. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to my stats. Alright, hit the wrong button. Alright, so starting off, these are my stats. As you can see, I have basically Constitution and Magic at 99, with the Switchglaive scaling very well in those two particular stats, also with skill. And the Splitstaff scales very well with Courage and Magic as well. As far as my stamina goes, the reason I have it so high is because I'm wearing a pair of boots that are considered medium armor, and they had the star roll on there that I wanted, and I found it in a pair of, I found it in my inventory for the grace I'm using, so I just decided to use these boots for the demonstration. So, but other than that though, just if you want to get A agility, make sure you use a lightweight item for the grace I'm using. Alright, so moving on, let's go ahead and go to my custom active skills. I know you guys asked me before to share that with you. Alright, so starting off, these are my custom active skills for the Switchglaive. This is all personal preference, nothing special, no specific reason why I'm using what I'm using. I just decided to use these active skills for my own personal reasons. Alright, so if you decide to try this setup, and for whatever reason, if you feel you just want to use what I'm using and how I'm using it, just go to this part of the video, and you can always just pause and watch and, do whatever you need to, write it down, whatever. But like I said, I'm just using this because I want to for my personal reasons. I'm not using it to, gain, it's just personal reasons. That's all. I'm gonna just leave it like that. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to my passives. Starting off with my Splitstaff. As you can see, I don't have a lot of passives unlocked. Just basically the ones I do have unlocked, I just got the first circle. Alright. Same thing with Switchglaive. Alright, let's go ahead and get some armor. Alright guys, so starting off with my armor, I am using the Phoenix Wing as my weapon. And with this weapon comes the Mizaitin's Grace. I love this particular grace. And if you haven't used this grace yet, as you can see, these are the bonuses. And with one particular bonus in mind as to the reason why I'm using this grace is versatility. What that does is it gives you a damage stack when you use 9 different active skills. And once you use 9 different active skills and you get the damage stack of 9, it will go all the way down until it runs out. Then you have to start all over again. It's fairly easy to do if you know how to switch stances fairly well or flash attack to different weapons and use those skills. But from what I've been noticing, it seems like when you do go to a different weapon from a flash attack, it seems to reset. So, alright, anyway, let's go ahead and go to my next weapon. Alright, my rolls on my weapons, these are basic rolls in terms of, how I think it should be for overall damage output. Alright. And for my ranged weapons, these are not anything special at all. You just want these ranged weapons with this particular grace if you decide to use this grace for the set bonus, and that's it. Alright, so moving on, let's go ahead and go to my mask, which is the Black Fox mask. I like using this mask for Onmyo builds because the Onmyo power helps out with damage overall. And anytime I use this particular mask, I always like to roll Onmyo magic power on every piece of armor as much as I can, just for the sake of getting extra Onmyo power. So, alright, going on to my chest, which is my next gear set. I'm using the Ginmi Onmyo set. And if you haven't used this set before, as you can see, this set with a 4-piece bonus gives you a reduced defense proc whenever you use an Onmyo item such as water shot, lightning shot, etc. Alright, I think it's a pretty good bonus. Help out with damage overall. Alright. Now moving on, let's go ahead and go to my gloves. Oh, and also make sure you roll at least active skill damage or elemental damage in terms of overall damage output. I don't have attack rolled on here. I didn't feel it was necessary, so I just left it as is. And I did use some running speed inheritables, and I just rolled those on here. And I ended up rolling for something else. So, all right. Anyway, let's go ahead and go to my gloves. All right, moving on. These are my gloves. Same thing, nothing special, except you want to make sure you roll at least active skill damage or elemental weapon. All right. Going on to my pants. I'm using the Ginmi Onmyo pants. I have a star roll of elemental weapon damage. All my other rolls are basically default, rolls, nothing special. Alright, now one thing I will mention is I try to make sure on all my builds I use at least faster winded recovery and tenacity. So. Alright, these are the boots I was saying. Try to make sure this is a lightweight item because that's the reason I have so many extra points in stamina when I didn't need to put that many points in there in the first place had I had lightweight boots. But for the sake of the demo, I just decided to use these boots with the star roll and Poseidon's Grace, of course. So, alright, moving on. This is my charm. Starting off using the Magatama, and my rolls are basic except the melee damage versus enemies with no ki. And as you can see, that bonus is at 18.5%. And to know this is actually working, by the way, whenever it procs, you will get the symbol as if it was Carnage. It just won't show you the reduced armor on your character, but it will pop up to let you know that it proc. So just bear that in mind. Alright, for my Yasukani, rolls are pretty simple as well. Nothing special about these rolls, I just, personal choice. Alright, this is my scroll of the Daemon. I did get a different scroll with active skill damage rolled up top, so I decided to use this scroll this time. And also I'm getting a bit of extra ki. I'm going to probably eventually roll that away to see if I can get any other damage rolls, but for the time being I just went ahead and stuck this on because this is one of the newer scrolls I ended up doing. I ended up unlocking. So, alright. As far as my Onmyo items go, nothing special about these items. Except Soul Purge, which helps give you a nice damage boost against bosses. I wouldn't recommend trying to play with this throughout the entire stage if you're playing by yourself or with co-op, because it lowers your familiarity on your weapon. So this is just to show the full potential of the build when I use Soul Purge. Alright, other than that, like I said, pretty staple here what I'm using. And dried new pepper meat. I'm sorry, let me mention that too. If you do not have new pepper as a soul core, this right here will give you the exact same bonus that the new pepper soul core will give you if you eat a piece. But this is a pretty expensive item as well in terms of just using it whenever you think you should just use it. So I would recommend probably just using this for boss fights when you just want that most, the utmost damage. So, all right. Moving on, let's go ahead and go to my core. Starting off with my Guardian, I'm using the Whale. I don't want to chop up his name, so I'm going to just say the Whale. And the reason I'm using the Whale, as you can see, is for its bonuses with the melee damage versus saturated enemy in mind. For my cores, I'm using Gayuki. I'm using Gozuki. And I'm using Willmonk. So I couldn't use Kasha on this particular Guardian. So as a good sub from Kasha, I decided to go with the Willmonk for Scorched. Whenever I want to scorch the enemy, if I choose to do so. Alright, and that's it. Other than that, I think I covered everything when it comes to the setup. So, if you guys want to check it out, let me know in the comment section what you think of it if you do decide to run it. It hits pretty good, man. Really good. And like I said, I've been definitely tinkering with this thing. Or test, however you want to call it, testing and stuff, at least once a day. Between another gear set I was using another grace I was using, and you know, I just ultimately decided that this would be the best choice for me, which has been Zaitin and Genmei. So yeah, that's it, man. Hope you guys enjoy. Be safe, and catch you later.